So the PPT is visible to everyone. Yes, the PPT is visible. आवाज आ रही है किसी को? हेलो।
हाँ सर, आ रही है आवाज।
ओके ओके, ठीक है।
हाँ हाँ सर, आवाज आ रही है।
ओके, so we will be moving towards the next topic, that is gradual channel approximation. So in the previous class, we have gone through different operating modes of MOSFET, whether different operating modes, linear and saturation, and even the cutoff region. In the saturation, we have condition like there were a pinch off point, there were a voltage at that voltage, the uh, channel, after being tapered, it starts degrading into the channel region. It is the channel formed starts degrading in the drain region. So we will analyze that what is the effect of this degrading channel effect. What is the effect of this degrading channel on the uh, performance of the MOSFET, and how the current uh, driven by this drain terminal will be varying by reducing the channel length, you can say. So what happens when this degradation of channel takes place? The effective length that we take is reduced to some shorter value, so that will be affecting the uh, current given. So we will be seeing that how this current can be affected by this channel reduction, and also we will be seeing different uh, analysis of different conditions, like how we can calculate the different parameters that we need to find for designing a circuit. So we will take one by one. So here, to analyze the gradual channel approximation, that how basically we are going to analyze the effect of this channel. Okay, so how we are going to analyze, we will be seeing. So in that, for this analysis, we will consider a MOSFET that is working in linear operation mode. Okay, so any MOSFET is there that is working in linear mode, and there are some conditions. This is just to derive current driven by a MOSFET, drain terminal of a MOSFET. So for the basic analysis, we will be taking Vs, that is source voltage, is equals to Vb is equals to 0. So the source terminal है and the body terminal, that two will be equals to 0. We have made it equals to 0. Okay, and the drain voltage is connected to a positive voltage, and gate voltage we have connected is greater than threshold voltage. So here greater than threshold voltage means the MOSFET is having an inversion layer formed, or inversion layer formed मतलब channel formed है. तो अगर गेट वोल्टेज थ्रेशोल्ड वोल्टेज से ज़्यादा है, दैट मीन्स चैनल यहाँ पे फॉर्म हो चुका है. उसके बाद हम एनालिसिस करेंगे दैट देन ओनली बेस्ड ऑन द ड्रेन टू सोर्स वोल्टेज it should be operating in linear or in saturation, that will be depending on the get drain to source voltage. ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले हमने ये कंडीशन ले लिया कि वी एस एंड वी बी इक्वल्स टू 0 है, and then we are varying VGS and VDS. These two parameters are being varied by an external applied voltage, and also we have assumed gate to source voltage is greater than 0, greater than threshold voltage, that means the channel has formed. And we will be taking the analysis like the vertical, whatever vertical direction is there to the surface. So this is the surface, or you can say interface region, oxide and semiconductor. The normal to this will be considered as x direction, and parallel to this will be considered as y direction. Okay, so हॉरिजॉन्टल जो दिख रहा है, जो हमारा सरफेस है, उसके पैरेलल में y डायरेक्शन मैंने कंसिडर किया है और उसके वर्टिकल में x डायरेक्शन कंसिडर किया. So we are just going to analyze that how current, that ID current that is flowing through the drain terminal, how this ID current will be derived. We will be seeing this. So this x direction is perpendicular to the surface and y direction is parallel to the surface, and also we have taken like y equals to 0 is at this position. So this position is y equals to 0. Okay, so y equals to 0 यहाँ पे है और यह y equals to L. Okay, so the distance between y equals to 0 to this L will be considered as the channel length. ठीक है, तो ये जो होता है इसको हम बोलते हैं चैनल लेंथ. जो चैनल लेंथ होता है वो चैनल लेंथ वो लेंथ होता है जो कि ड्रेन एंड सोर्स के बीच का रीजन होता है. ड्रेन एंड सोर्स के बीच का जो रीजन है अपसाइड के नीचे, और जो चैनल रीजन है उसका जो पूरा लेंथ है दैट विल बी कंसिडर्ड चैनल लेंथ. Even also there are some overlapping. Okay, so this and this, okay, these are called LD. Okay, so this LD is the overlapping between the oxide and source and the overlapping between oxide and drain. So the effective length that we will be considering is L minus 2LD. Okay, but for general analysis that will be L dash, but for general analysis we will be considering L as the channel length. Okay, this will be considered as channel length for most of the analysis. Even in the lab part also we will be considering this L, but total L will be between these two distances. Okay. Along with this, we have considered two directions, x and y directions. So here for analysis purpose we have considered like all the electric fields. Electric field will be there in the oxide, and its effect will be either in horizontal direction or even in vertical direction. But we, for analysis purpose, we are considering like the electric field direction in the y direction, that is in the horizontal direction, that is parallel to oxide, is having a dominant nature. Means most of the component is in the horizontal direction, and we are neglecting like the component of electric field in the x direction. This is only to make the calculations easy. Okay, so we are considering only electric field in this direction only. So next we will be so once we have assumed like the electric field direction is more dominant in y direction, then it can explain like the current, mainly the current is flowing in the channel to the y direction only. Okay, so there is no electric field in the x direction, means there will be no movement of charge, because electric field causes the moment, attraction and repel of the charges. So based on that, if there is no electric field in x direction, only y direction is having the electric field, the current will only be flowing in the source to drain, drain to source, similar to this. Okay, and now we will consider what is the charge in between this channel region. Okay, so after considering the charge, and also we will be considering the resistance, we will be finding the current. So our main motive is to find out what is the ID flowing through the drain to source direction. Okay, so this is positively connected, and this is 0. So it will be flowing, current will be flowing from the high potential to the low potential. Okay, so this will be the current direction, and then again here from this way it will be going through this. Okay, so this is the direction of current. So the current will be flowing from drain to source. So we need to find out what will be the current value. Okay, so here we will find out what is charge inside this channel, or you can say inversion region. In this inversion region, what is the charge? So that charge will be in minus. We have considered it minus. So minus will be considered because it is of opposite nature means there are negatively charged ions, electrons are there, so that's why it will be considered as negative. So this charge will be equal to voltage multiplied by capacitance. So Q will be equals to capacitance into your voltage. So whatever voltage is there at particular point in the channel region, that voltage will be multiplied by the capacitance generated in this region. So that capacitance will be because of the oxide. So this oxide capacitance will be considered as the capacitance. Oxide capacitance multiplied by the voltage across all the locations. So as we have taken y equals to 0 at this location, drain side, source side, and similarly y is taken as L at the drain side. So suppose channel voltage represented by Vc, then for all y variable, y length, it will be given by Vc at particular y. Okay, so this will be the representation of voltage throughout this channel. So at 0 length, Vc at 0 y equals to 0, it will be the voltage at this point. Okay, similarly the voltage at this point will be Vc at y equals to L, at capital L, that will be equals to your Vd, and this will be equals to your Vs, because at this point the voltage will be source voltage at 0 location, and at L location it will be Vd, but in between this it will be having some variation with respect to the length of this y. Okay, so the total voltage appearing or remaining at this point will be given by whatever gate to source voltage we have applied minus Vt0. So why we are making it minus Vt0? Because whatever gate voltage we have applied, out of that Vt0 will be used to make the inversion layer, or it will after the gate voltage that is greater than Vt0, then only the depletion region will be removed and channel formation will be taking place. So once we have applied gate to source voltage greater than threshold voltage, means we have made the channel region, so some voltage will be requiring to make the channel region that will be equals to threshold voltage. So that's why we are making minus Vt0 threshold voltage. हम जो है उसको रिमूव कर रहे हैं VGS में से, क्योंकि VGS वोल्टेज अमाउंट ऑफ वोल्टेज Vt0 थ्रेशोल्ड वोल्टेज अमाउंट जो है, इतना अमाउंट जो हमें लगेगा चैनल को फॉर्मेशन करने के लिए. ठीक है, दैट्स व्हाई वी आर रिड्यूसिंग Vt0, and again we are reducing minus Vcy. So minus Vcy. So why we are reducing Vcy? Okay, so actually channel formation के लिए Vt0 amount of voltage चाहिए था, that we will be providing through gate to source voltage. Along with that कुछ वोल्टेज हर पॉइंट पे रहेगा यहाँ पे. क्यों? क्योंकि हमने बताया कि जब लीनियर रीजन में भी वर्क करता है डिवाइस, तो एज ए वोल्टेज डिपेंडेंट रजिस्टर वर्क करता है. ठीक है, तो ये जो चैनल रीजन होगा वो एज ए रजिस्टर वर्क करेगा डिफरेंट लेंथ के लिए. ठीक है, डिफरेंट ये 0 y इक्वल टू 0 लेंथ, तो यहाँ पे कुछ अलग वोल्टेज होगा, यहाँ पे अलग होगा, यहाँ पे अलग होगा. इस तरह से y इक्वल टू L के लिए अलग वोल्टेज होगा. तो हर एक y वैल्यू के लिए एक अलग वोल्टेज होगा यहाँ पे. तो इस वोल्टेज को भी हम रिमूव करेंगे, देन ओनली करंट का कंडक्शन यहाँ से पूरा हो पाएगा. ठीक है, सो टू हैव दैट हम क्या करेंगे, Vcy को भी VGS में से रिमूव करेंगे. सो दिस अमाउंट ऑफ वोल्टेज will be the total effective voltage available in this channel region. So that effective amount of voltage will be multiplied by the capacitance value, and that will be giving you the total number of charge in the inversion layer. Okay, the channel region. Clear? So we will be moving towards the next point. So once we have find out the charge, we will find out the incremental resistance. So what is incremental resistance? So we have this is like the channel region. Suppose this is the channel region. So once it is at this point, the channel is having higher width at the source end. As it will be going towards the drain side, it will be having स्टीपर विड्थ, ठीक है, ये विड्थ जो है थोड़ा सा कम हो जाएगा, थोड़ा सा ये जो इस वाले लाइन के पैरेलल जाने की वजह ये क्या होगा, ये थोड़ा सा टेपर्ड हो जाएगा, थोड़ा सा स्लोप के साथ जाएगा, मीन्स इट विल बी रिड्यूसिंग एज इट इज गोइंग टुवर्ड्स द ड्रेनिंग। ठीक है, ऐसा ही हो रहा था यहाँ पे चैनल फॉर्मेशन में, ये जो लेयर जा रही थी यहाँ पे, ठीक है, सेम ऐसा ही यहाँ पे हो रहा होगा। तो हम क्या करेंगे, एक कोई एज्यूम कर लेंगे, एक स्लैब, एक रेक्टेंगुलर स्लैब हमने हम लोगों ने एज्यूम कर लिया, ये जिसका विड्थ जो है वो dy है, अगर क्योंकि ये पूरा लेंथ जो है y के डिपेंडेंट है ये, ठीक है, यहाँ पे y इक्वल्स टू 0 था और यहाँ पे y इक्वल्स टू इस पॉइंट पे कैपिटल L था, ठीक है। तो वी विल टेक अ स्मॉल dy लेंथ, across this dy length the resistance, the change in resistance, that is incremental, whatever resistance will be there at this rectangular plate for dy length of the channel, it will be given by minus of dy divided by w into mu n because of the mobility of your electrons, and q, that is the charge present in that region. Okay, so here this minus is because of this charge, because this was a negative charge, so this minus will make it the resistance a positive. The resistance cannot be a negative value, so it will be taking an extra negative because of this negatively charged. Okay, so once we have find out the resistance, from there we can find what will be the incremental voltage. Okay, so this voltage Vc, we have considered here Vc, the channel voltage. So this channel voltage will be given by whatever the current is flowing along with the resistance. So this current multiplied by this resistance will be given by the voltage. So in this expression, we will integrate it for different dy length. So we will integrate with respect to dy on both the sides, and we will make it to this dy will be ranging from 0 to capital L, and this voltage, whatever Vc voltage is there, that Vc voltage will be changing from 0 to Vds, because we are applying ds voltage at the drain terminal. So this, according to ds voltage, this Vc voltage will be changing, so we will be varying this way, and finally after integrating and after putting all the values, we will be getting the current that will be id equals to k by 2 into 2 vgs minus vt0 into vds minus vds का whole square, that in the closed bracket, where k equals to k dash dot wl. So up to here, this is the expression that you might be aware of. Okay, so this is the general expression. This is in the case of linear region. क्यों? क्योंकि हम लोगों ने स्टार्टिंग में लीनियर ऑपरेटिंग मॉसफेट लिया था कि मॉसफेट जो है वो लीनियर में वर्क कर रहा है, देन दिस विल बी द एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ करंट while the MOSFET is operating in the linear region. ठीक है, सो यहाँ पे जो ये mu n into COX, this mu n is mobility of electrons and COX is oxide capacitance. Okay, so this mu n COX is given by K dash. Okay, ठीक है, तो ये आपको याद रखना है। न्यूमेरिकल्स में कभी कभी क्या होता है, डायरेक्ट वैल्यू दे देगा कि के एन डैश की वैल्यू ये है, के एन डैश की वैल्यू सपोज 10 इंटू समथिंग 10 पावर -2 है, ऐसा है, तो हम यहाँ से फाइंड आउट कर लेंगे कि म्यू एन की वैल्यू ये हो सकती है, म्यू एक्स की वैल्यू ये हो सकती है, या फिर केवल म्यू एन की वैल्यू दी हुई है और म्यू सी ओ एक्स की वैल्यू दी हुई है, तो हम वहाँ से के एन डैश की वैल्यू फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट क्या है कि के एन डैश by 2 into w by l है, so to remove this w by l also we define another parameter that will be kn only it is k, so it can be written as kn and kp. So if it is n, if it is for nmos, it will be written as kn dash, if it is for pmos, it will be written as kp dash. Similarly, it can be even without that. If both NMOS and PMOS are being used, then we need to specify whether it is NMOSFET is there or PMOSFET is there. So this key K value, so after combining K and dash or you can say K dash with W by L will be considered as K. So you should not be confused with this K dash and K only. Okay, so there are some differences between K dash and K. So these are the standard representations you need to take care of. Okay, these are the standard representations. So this will be the ID equals to K by 2 VGS minus VT0 into VDS minus VDS the whole square. This will be the final current equation in case of linear region for an N-channel MOSFET. So based on that, an example is there. We will be solving this example. So for N-channel transistor, mu N is given like this and COX is given this. So here mu N and COX is given. So we need to find out, while finding the current, we can directly find out the current. So in that, mu N and COX will be multiplied and this K value is being found. So this K value will be mu N COX W by L. So that will be equals to this value. Okay. So here WL and W and L and threshold voltage and these parameters are given. We need to examine the relationship between the drain current and terminal voltages. So whatever drain current is there and what is the relation between drain current and voltage, we need to find out. So that means the current equation we have studied in the previous class, like K by 2 times VGS minus VT 0 VDS minus VDS whole square. Okay, so this was the current expression in case of linear MOSFET operating in linear region. So we will be finding out the relation that how gate voltage and drain to source voltage is having a particular relation with the current. Okay, so after putting the all values, we will be finding out this as the expression. So it will be 0.21 into this. Okay, so now we need to see what is the plot of this uh, voltage, this current with respect to gate to source voltage and drain to source voltage. So here a particular gate to source voltage is taken. So this we need to have uh, consider one value and we need to plot other value with respect to other. So here we need to plot ID with respect to VDS. So what we will be doing, we will be taking VGS as some value. Suppose VGS is equals to 3. If VGS equals to 3 volt and we are varying VDS from 0 to 6, then this will be the plot. Okay. Similarly, if we are taking VGS equals to 4 volt and we are varying VDS with respect to 0 to 6, then the current will be similar to this. Okay. Similarly, the current will be this. So some points we can depict from there is like if VGS is 5. Okay. So VGS is 5, the current value is changing very rapidly, like with respect to VGS is equals to 3. If VGS is 3, even if we are changing drain voltage from 0 to 6 volt, the drain current is changing. The maximum value of drain current is this one. Okay, but once we are having VGS equals to higher value 5 volt, the maximum drain current is at this level. So from there we can find, like if we are increasing the gate to source voltage, then our current will be increasing. So this can be considered from the expression that we have derived also. If this is the gate to source voltage, so with respect to gate to source voltage, the current will be directly proportional. Okay, somewhat directly proportional. So once we are increasing the gate to source voltage, the current will be increasing. So this increase can be seen in this graph also. Okay, so similar type of analysis we need to perform while designing any circuit in the experimental part. Okay, so again, one we can consider only is, suppose VGS is fixed. So suppose VGS is 4 volt. Once we have fixed the 4 volt as VGS, So we are increasing VDS from 0 to 6 volt. So as we are increasing, we can find like there is a current relation. For some time this current relation is constant. Okay, so this current relation is constant. So for a point like this, suppose this is 1.8 volt. Okay, so for 1.8 volt of VDS, the current relation is like a linear relation between drain current and drain voltage. So up to this we can consider it like it is the working in linear region. Okay, so this could be considered as a linear operation. Okay, so next we will see like, ठीक है, ये एग्जांपल जस्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड था कि हमें कैसे जो भी रिजल्ट्स आ रहे हैं उसको कैसे डिपेक्ट करना है, एंड अलॉन्ग विद दैट हम सम वोल्टेजेस को अज्यूम भी कर सकते हैं, लाइक अगर VGS4 को अगर हम ले लें, so VGS4 है, तो दिस इज बेस्ड ऑन दिस व्हाट विल बी द रिलेशन बिटवीन द threshold voltage and how it is working in particular mode. So we can find out directly from there. So for making a transistor to be working in linear mode, the first condition should be the VGS should be greater than threshold voltage, and also the VES should be less than, there is some issue, so this could be VGS minus VT. If VDS is less than VGS minus VT, that will be considered as working in linear mode, so that we can verify for particular voltage taking consideration. So we need to have a gate voltage that should be greater than 1 volt also. So once we are increasing the gate voltage beyond 1 volt, it will be operating in linear mode. And there will be a condition we have to check for the get to drain to source voltage, as for DS, that how it is varying and how it is affecting the drain current. So at this will be defining the region whether it is working linear or saturation. So we know the point like when that should be working in saturation. So whatever the maximum current is there, okay, so suppose at this point the maximum current was for 4 volt of VDS, this is the maximum current. After that it starts decreasing. Okay, so this is the decrease of this current. So if this is the only relation for all the drain to source voltage relation, then we can find like after a maximum value of drain current, the current starts to decrease. Okay, with if we plot this relation only, if this is the only relation for the current of drain volt MOSFET, then this will be the graph. But in actual, after a maximum value, whatever maximum value is of current is achieved, the current remains constant throughout the uh, drain to source voltage, whatever we are increasing beyond that constant value. So this indicate like this is not the only relation to describe the behavior of our NMOSFET. So our NMOSFET behavior cannot be only verified by just this equation. So that's why it is called an equation for only the linear relation. If the MOSFET is working in linear mode, then only this relation will be working. If the MOSFET is working in saturation region, there should be some other expression that should not be giving a decreasing value beyond a particular drain to source voltage. So this voltage at which the current starts become constant, this voltage is called your VD set, that is VD set, and after that this current operation, this MOSFET operation will be considered the saturation mode. Okay, so this will be considered in saturation mode, this will be considered in the linear mode. Okay, so we will be taking the next point. Okay, so once the transistor is working linear mode, that is enough. But as the transistor is going to work in saturation mode, means VDS is greater than VD sat, that will be equals to VGS minus VT 0. So if VDS is greater than VD sat, then the transistor should be working in saturation mode, and its voltage will be given like the same expression that we have seen here. ये expression हमने देखा था. At that time जब VDS जो है वो VD sat से बड़ा होगा, that means कि VDS is greater than or equals to VD okay. So this अगर VD set से ज़्यादा होगा, that means it should be greater than or equals to VGS minus VT 0. So ठीक है. So जब ट्रांजिस्टर वर्क करेगा इन saturation mode or it should be switching from linear to saturation mode, at that time the drain to source voltage will be equals to or greater than VD set, and this VD set value is given by VGS minus VT 0. So whatever VGS minus VT 0 value is there, that will be given by your VD set, and after we are increasing the VDS, this VDS value will always be remaining the same, that is VD set. ठीक है. अगर ट्रांजिस्टर को अगर हम VD set की वैल्यू अगर इंक्रीज भी करते हैं, तो दिस VD set value will remain constant throughout the analysis in the saturation region, and that will be equal to VD set, that is VGS minus VDS. So as the VDS is being increased beyond VD set, then also the drain to source voltage value will be equals to VGS minus VT. That's why we will be putting this VDS value to this VD set value और VGS minus VT value. तो इस एक्सप्रेशन में हम क्या करेंगे, जहाँ पे भी VDS लिखा हुआ है वहाँ पे हम VGS minus VT की वैल्यू पुट कर देंगे यहाँ पे. ठीक है. So यहाँ पे जब हम पुट करेंगे, so that will become VGS minus VT 0 into VGS minus VT 0 again, because instead of VDS, so this value is your VDS वैल्यू. ठीक है. तो ये जो है वो VDS वैल्यू के जगह पे है. तो सेम, क्योंकि ये अगर हम VDS को वैल्यू को VD सेट के बराबर या फिर उससे ज़्यादा रखेंगे, then always the VDS value will always be remaining the VGS minus VT 0. ओके. सो हम इसमें इसको वैल्यू पुट करेंगे और इसको सॉल्व करेंगे, दैट विल बिकम म्यू एंड COX by 2 W/L VGS minus VT 0 का होल स्क्वायर. So this will be the current expression in case of saturation region. Okay. So if MOSFET is working in saturation region, then its operation will be explained by this expression. Okay. So we will be plotting this expression for the current after having VDS greater than VGS minus VT 0 और VD set. So अगर हम उसको expand करें तो similar graph को after having going for the maximum value, it will remain the constant. Okay. After going the maximum, it will not, instead of decreasing, it will remain constant. तो हमने पहले देखा था कि वो एक मैक्सिमम जाने के बाद वो स्टार्ट कर रहा था डिक्रीज होना, लेकिन डिक्रीज होने की वजह क्या होगा, ये कांस्टेंट होना चाहिए. सो दैट्स व्हाई अनदर एक्सप्रेशन टू बिकम दिस current to become a constant, that means it will not be depending on the drain to source voltage. Drain to source voltage पे डिपेंड नहीं करेगा. So from there we can also see like the drain current having no relation of VDS voltage. VDS voltage का कोई रिलेशन नहीं है, केवल डिपेंड कर रहा है only the VGS voltage पे, and all other parameters are remaining constant. So W/L will also be a constant for a fixed fabricated transistors. So once the transistor is fabricated, we cannot change W/L, and VT 0 is also fixed based on that, and this is the property of the materials. So these are all constant, only the voltage of gate to source voltage is being changed. So from there this will be the current voltage plot for a N MOSFET device. So if it is having a smaller VDS, it will be working as a linear mode. Once it reaches the maximum value, current will be a constant. This current constant region will be considered as a saturation region. Okay, so this will be your saturation region and this will be your linear region. ठीक है, अभी तक में किसी को कंफ्यूजन है? Okay, so we will be taking another graph like 3.18. So from this 3.18 we can see like हमने इससे पहले 3.17 ये क्या है, बेसिक करंट वोल्टेज कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स है. देयर करंट इज ड्रेन करंट एंड वोल्टेज इज ड्रेन वोल्टेज. ठीक है, and again we will be plotting drain current with respect to gate voltage. Once we have in the previous one we have plot drain current with respect to drain voltage, and in the next one 3.18 figure we are plotting drain current with respect to gate voltage. So gate voltage is starting with 0, we are having some maximum value, suppose 5 volt. Okay, so once it is 0, at that time it should be working in cutoff region. So this will be in cutoff region. So in cutoff means there will be no current. So no current or there will be no channel formation. ठीक है, so up to VT0 there will be no channel formation, so no current will be there. So as the gate voltage reaches the VT0 value, so this is the threshold voltage value. So as the gate voltage reaches the threshold voltage value, the channel formation will be taking place and some current starts flowing, and that current will depend on the gate voltage, how the gate voltage is varying. Based on gate voltage, अगर हम gate voltage को further बढ़ाते हैं, so it will keep on increasing. Okay, so this variation will be in exponential variation. So this is the variation similar to a diode, like diode current, whatever diode current we have seen. Once it is whatever voltage we are applying, it is greater than cut-in voltage or cut-off voltage, it keep on increasing linearly, or you can say exponentially. The similar pattern will be shown by the MOSFET also with respect to gate voltage. Whatever gate voltage we are applying with respect to that, the drain current will be showing the exponential increase after gate voltage that is greater than threshold voltage. Okay, so this is the variation of drain current with respect to gate voltage, and this is the variation with respect to drain to source voltage or drain voltage. Okay. Okay, so this is channel length modulation. So whatever drain current we have find it out, so based on that we will be analyzing the channel length modulation. So what happens? So in the saturation we have seen, like in saturation, after reaching to the pinch off point, so this is the pinch off point. After reaching the pinch off point, once we are increasing the saturation VDS beyond the pinch off point or beyond the VD set point, VD set जो है वो वोल्टेज होता है जहाँ पे pinch off occur होता है. Okay, so after pinch off, if we are increasing the VDS beyond the VD set, this channel will be depleted. So once the channel is depleted, so there will be a reduction in the channel. So we are reducing channel from delta L. Suppose this is delta L length is there. We are reducing this channel by delta L. So the effective length that we have considered are taken like up to capital L. So this capital L will remaining, or this capital L will be reduced by delta L length, whatever delta L length by which the channel has reduced in the drain direction. So this will be the effective length. So we will be considering that. So here in the inversion layer, the charge at the source end of the channel will be given by Qi in the inversion. The charge in the inversion at y equals to 0, this will be giving you the charge at the source side. So this charge will be minus COX that we have already considered, like capacitance multiplied by voltage. So this voltage will be VGS minus VT0 and VCY that we have considered at VCY equals to 0. This VCY value will be 0. That's why it is written only minus UX VGS minus VT0. And similarly, the inversion layer charge at the drain end of the channel will be equals to, so y equals to L, we have instead of here y equals to 0, we have considered y equals to L. That will be equals to minus UX VGS minus VT0 minus at the drain side, the voltage we have applied is VDS. So it will be equals to VDS. At this point, it will be equals to drain source voltage, and source voltage equals to 0. That's why here 0 is the 0 will be there, VCY. So it is not written, it will be only VGS minus VT0. So note that at the edge of the saturation, at this point, at the saturation point, VDS is equals to VD sat, and this VD sat is equals to VGS minus VT0. We have seen. So this VDS minus VGS minus VT0. This voltage VD sat or VGS minus VT0 is called gate overdrive voltage. Okay, so it is called overdrive voltage. So if somewhere it is written like gate overdrive voltage, this is, so there is some issue with the writing. Gate overdrive over. Okay, so it will be gate overdrive voltage. Okay. So the inversion layer charge at the drain end becomes very small. So this will be the point. If VDS is greater than or equals to VD sat, the inversion charge at length this is the length L equals to y equals to L. But once the channel is depleted, the charge at this point will becomes 0. ठीक है, और सिमिलर टू 0 और अप्रोक्सीमेटली 0, क्योंकि यहाँ पे क्या है, चैनल यहाँ से जब इधर आ जाएगा डिप्लीट होकर के, तो यहाँ पे कोई चार्ज ही नहीं बचेगा, क्योंकि सारे चार्ज जो है वो चैनल में होते हैं. ठीक है, सारे जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं, मूविंग मोबाइल इलेक्ट्रॉन्स दैट विल बी कंसिस्टिंग इन द चार्ज flow or current consisting will be taking part in current conduction, that will not be there in this region. Okay, so that's why it is considering after taking the this pinch off point, this inversion charge at this location will be 0. So effective channel length will be considered as L dash, that will be equals to L minus delta, this is L minus delta L. So delta L is this amount of length that has reduced channel. Okay, so drain side से जितना channel deplete हुआ है उसको हमने delta L length ले लिया. So effective length will be L, capital L minus delta L. So if where delta L, if this one is delta L. Okay, so delta L is the length of channel segment with QI equals to 0. So delta L वो region है जहाँ पे कि हमारा inversion charge जो है वो 0 है. Then at that point the saturation current will be given by mu n COX W mu n COX by 2 W by L VGS minus VT0. ये हमारा generalized equation है. But instead of L, we should be writing, instead of L, what we will be writing is L will be replaced by this the L dash, and that will be equals to L minus delta L. Okay, so from there, suppose we are considering L, we are taking it out, so it will be 1 minus delta L divided by L. ठीक है, ऐसा हो जाएगा. So L dash will be equals to L in bracket 1 minus delta L. So same यही है, it will be, we will be replacing this L dash by L into 1 minus delta L by L. So जो L था उसको हमने बाहर कर दिया इधर, and this will become 1 by 1 minus delta L by L. So this will be equals to your ID saturation. Again that this will be this ID dash similar. So here one more point we need to find, we need to see like this delta L. So whatever delta L is there, that will be directly proportional to under root of VDS minus VDZ. So whatever difference in the applied VDS is there with respect to so whatever VDS we are applying, and how much this VDS is greater than, or you can say greater than the VD set. So whatever VDS we are applying, and how much amount this VD set is greater than VDS is greater than VD set, that will be directly affecting the channel length. That is the reduced channel length. So whatever reduced channel length will be there, that will be directly proportional to the under root of whatever change is there in between VD set and VDS that we have applied. Okay, so this is the relation. So we will take consideration of this parameter also, and also this 1 minus delta L divided by L. If we will take this into the upper side, what it will become? Once we will taking it upper side, it will become 1 minus delta L divided by L to the power -1. ठीक है, जो ये पार्ट है हम इसको अगर ऊपर में ले आए, 1 माइनस डेल्टा एल डिवाइडेड बाई एल को अगर हम ऊपर में ले आए, तो इट विल बिकम 1, हम इसको दोबारा देख सकते हैं, 1 माइनस डेल्टा एल डिवाइडेड बाई एल टू द पावर -1, ऐसा भी हम लिख सकते हैं इस वाले टर्म को। ठीक है, अगर ये टर्म होता है तो हम इसको, किसी का भी पावर है तो हम इसको एक्सपेंड कर सकते हैं, तो एक्सपेंड करेंगे तो ये क्या हो जाएगा, -1 का यहाँ पे मल्टीप्लिकेशन होगा और भी कई सारे टर्म्स आएंगे जिसमें इसी का पावर आएगा, डबल पावर या फिर उसके पावर्स में आएगा। तो हम इसको अप्रोक्सीमेट कर सकते हैं 1 माइनस डेल्टा एल को, दैट विल बिकम इक्वल टू 1 माइनस लेमडा डी एस। ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे हम इसको अप्रोक्सीमेट करेंगे in terms of some constant, so it will become like, it will be similar to 1 minus lambda VDS, where lambda will be called as the channel length modulation coefficient. Okay, so this will become 1 minus lambda VDS. So we will be taking 1 minus lambda VDS to the power -1, so it will become 1 plus lambda VDS. Okay, so this value will be the same throughout this. This is up to here, it is same, up to here it is same, but only this term will be in relation to this 1 plus lambda VDS. So this will be the extra term that should be considered if there is channel length modulation is taking place. So this extra term is because of channel length modulation. Okay, so this extra term will be because of the channel length modulation. So this will only be taking place in case of saturation current. If saturation region, if MOSFET is operating in saturation region, there will be a condition when pinch off will be there, and this pinch off will be causing a reduced channel length, and this reduced channel length will be limiting this current, this drain current with respect to 1 plus lambda VDS. So this will be the current expression in case of transistor, NMOS transistor working in saturation, and it is having a channel length modulation effect. Okay, so we need to consider the channel length, the effective channel length for analyzing the current equation. And here one thing we need to take care of, like जो हमने पहले कंसिडर किया था कि only this is the expression, only this much of amount of expression is required for representing the current in the saturation, but after considering the channel length, this term will also be added. So we can see the current is now having the variation, the relation with respect to VGS also, and it is having some relation with respect to VDS also. Okay, so these two parameters will be affecting. So instead of the previous graph, क्या हो रहा था कि आफ्टर द पॉइंट ऑफ पिंच ऑफ द इट वाज बीइंग कांस्टेंट, ये क्या था, कांस्टेंट हो गया था, ठीक है। लेकिन बिकॉज ऑफ दिस चैनल लेंथ मॉड्यूलेशन द करंट विल बी इंक्रीज्ड, slightly increased from the drain to source. This instead of constant will be somewhat more. Just wait for a minute.
Hello.
Okay, so this was the effect. So in the previous graph we have seen like uh, just a minute. It's gone. Yes. So this was the graph that we have plotted for this one for linear region, and this was for the saturation region. So it was constant in the saturation region, but because of this channel length modulation, the graph should be, instead of a constant value, it should be having a slight variation, and it will be increasing slightly instead of being constant. ठीक है, so constant होने के बजाय ये थोड़ा सा इंक्रीज करेगा बिकॉज ऑफ द रिलेशन विद रिस्पेक्ट टू VDS, क्योंकि यहाँ पे क्या है, ड्रेन वोल्टेज जो हम इंक्रीज कर रहे हैं, तो एज ड्रेन वोल्टेज इंक्रीज करेंगे तो ये VD सेट के डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल है, सॉरी ID सेट की डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल, दैट मींस ड्रेन रीजन में जो ड्रेन करंट जो होगा वो सैचुरेशन रीजन में, दैट विल बी डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू VDS आल्सो. So as we are increasing VDS, there will be some increase in the saturation current instead of being constant. तो constant होने की बजाय थोड़ा सा increase होगा. So this increase is because of the channel length modulation. अगर हम channel length modulation को neglect करें, then the current will be constant one. So if channel length modulation lambda is equals to 0, then this will be the expression. If lambda is not equals to 0, then this will be the plot of the drain current with respect to VDS. ठीक है, तो ये क्लियर है. Okay, so we will be closing for today's class. Okay, and one more thing, just we need to take care that whatever the substrate biasing is there, just हम लोग उसको एक बार देख लेते हैं, बाकी सब आगे देख लेंगे. ठीक है, तो substrate biasing जो है वो एक पॉइंट देख लेते हैं. तो substrate biasing में क्या है कि whatever VSB voltage is there, so in the MOSFET we will be having drain, gate, source and body. So body voltage is given by B terminal. So whatever voltage is there between source and body, that will be affecting the threshold voltage. ठीक है, ये क्या होगा, ये VTH को अफेक्ट करेगा, क्योंकि हमने पढ़ा था थ्रेशोल्ड में, थ्रेशोल्ड वोल्टेज के एक्सप्रेशन में कि VSB is also a parameter that affects the threshold voltage. Okay, so with respect to VSB, there will be an increase and decrease of the threshold voltage. So if VT0 is not constant, if it is varying with respect to VSB value, then the current that will be given in the linear and saturation region, that will also be increasing or decreasing with respect to the threshold voltage variation. So instead of VT0, if the body voltage is not 0 or not connected to source terminal, then there will be a VSB value, and this VSB value will be changing the threshold voltage. So instead of writing VT0, we will be writing VT into VSB. That means this VT, that is threshold voltage, is having a dependence on VSB. So whatever current equation we have seen, in that current equation, instead of writing only the VT0, we will be just changing the VT with respect to, in bracket, VSB. This indicates the VT variation with respect to VSB. And this variation is given by the final expression of your threshold voltage. So threshold voltage with respect to VSB will be given by VT0 plus gamma, that is, what is this gamma value is there. What is its name? That is body effect coefficient. Okay, or you can say body effect value. Okay, so body effect constant coefficient we call it, and it depends on the doping. Whatever doping concentration we have considered, that will be depending on the doping value in concentration of substrate. With respect to in bracket 2 phi f, that is Fermi potential of that will be requiring to invert the channel into plus VSB again minus under root 2 phi f. So this will the relation if there is a body voltage value that will be changing the threshold voltage, and this threshold voltage will be affecting the current and in linear and saturation region. Okay, so this is how we consider the effect of body biasing. ठीक है, so next class से we will be discussing the other parameters. Final. Okay, so this is only the summary part. So this slide is the summary of what we have studied. So just to go through an overview. So it is, sorry. Okay, so this is your summary section. There is an issue. Okay, so in that summary we can see like if n channel MOSFET is there, then ID will be 0 when VGS is less than 0 threshold voltage. That means it is working in cutoff. And similarly, if it is working in linear, then at that time ID linear will be given by mu1 Cux W by L to VGS minus VT into VDS minus VDS square, and this will be taking place only when VGS is greater than VT0 VTS. Okay, and again VDS should be less than VGS minus VT. Then this will be the condition for linear mode of operation. And similarly, the MOSFET is working in saturation region, then its current equation will be given by mu1 Cux by 2 W by L VGS minus VT0 whole square into 1 plus lambda VDS. So this is because of the channel length modulation. So the condition for saturation mode operation of MOSFET that will be given by the VGS should be greater than VT0, and that time again the VDS, that is drain to source voltage, should be greater than or equal to VGS minus VTH, or this VGS minus VTH is equals to VD sat. So whatever VD sat is there, so if VDS is greater than or equal to VD sat, then the transistor is considered to be working in saturation region. So its opposite will be given for PMOS. So whatever condition is there, if we are just reversing the condition, that will become the condition for the P channel MOSFET. And if we are having the similar expression of the current value, so just we are changing the year. VGS should be less than or equal to VTH, and instead of VDS less than 0 less than VGS minus VT, here VDS should be greater than VGS minus VT, and again the same here in saturation VDS should be greater than VGS minus VT, but in case of P channel MOSFET, VDS should be less than VGS minus VT. So this is the overview of whatever we have studied through the operation of MOSFET and the channel length modulation effect and body effect. So after that we will be considering some examples like how the current equation is given and some other parameters. So we will be taking this into the next class. Okay, so up to here, if anyone is having any questions, they can ask. किसी को कोई क्वेश्चन है, कुछ क्वेरीज है? यस, किसी को कोई डाउट है? कोई डाउट नहीं? ठीक है, if you have no doubt, then we will proceed with the closing. ठीक है, फिर क्लोज करते हैं. ओके, थैंक यू. We will see in the next class. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.